All right, so I have a almost 2,000 yet to get to the eval and only 4 days to do it. So the likelihood of this happening is not real good. I decided the way I wanted to play it today was to just get in without stops and just not get out until I made a profit. So first hour, 4 hour chart here looks like it's going to be dropping. However, it's been very, very flat right through here. And as we go flat, we're getting closer and closer to the bottom of that channel and the SMA here. And this is the 1 hour chart, still dropping, but maybe starting to lose that downward momentum a little bit right through there. We can see the RSI here is losing momentum as well. 30-minute chart, nice big green candle. It hit the SMAs here, so possibly finding resistance. And the 15-minute chart here looks like it might be tipping up. And as we get in closer, I don't know. Looks like it's turning over. So the first one, I jumped into a short with no stop, and it looks very much like a drop coming, at least on this chart, very soon. So I'm hoping for a small amount, and it ended up going up. You see it can kind of dip down. I think that was before I got in. Let me go back one more time. So I got in here, and this is like 8:26. All right, so this is a green candle. This is the one candle that developed right after I got in. All right, so it started to head up, and this is the 1 minute chart. I'm a little bit worried about it. In fact, it went way up and then started to drop back down again. So I'm sitting at a $125 loss right there. I'm hoping that it'll just come back down to the bottom of these candles. And I'm actually changing my mind with this movement right through here. I'm kind of seeing more bullish momentum. So I got out, did a reverse, and I'm going to ride it up. And as soon as I did that, it started to drop again. So I guess I could have held on for a better reversal point. But here it went up, and I'm thinking that it'll most likely get up to, at some point today, the top of this channel here. So I have my order way up there at around 67.86. And I'm at a small profitable position right here. Opening bell is still, about a half an hour away. Okay, dipped down briefly, went back up a little bit, went back up to this point. So I'm at a $175 profit, but I'm still hoping and seeing that it was going to go up a little bit further. The 15-minute chart looks like it's heading up, and also you can kind of see it seems to be kind of holding at support. So all these SMAs that have gone flat have now run into the 180 SMA, and it's very possible that they will head up at that point. It's kind of my mindset at this point. So I also went out here, and it was interesting, the POC from yesterday, which is the point of control, is really, really close to where we are now. So I think it's very possible it will only get up to that point. We shall see. And that's this point right here. All right, opening bell is now in 2 minutes. It looks like a nice zigzaggy pattern with the next leg being up and possibly getting up to that point. But at opening bell, we had a big red candle. So it kind of made a hook down here near the bottom of this band that I had marked out. I suspect it's going to stay inside the band, so I'm not too worried at this point. And then it dropped even further. Now it's really down at the bottom of the band, and I'm sitting at a $637 loss again. So the first trade I made, which was a short, that would have been a beautiful trade, and it would have played out just fine. However, I do not want to get out here because I seriously think it's going to be bouncing up at that point. All right. So I'm waiting for it to bounce up. Not really seeing it happen yet. Okay, here we go. Starting to happen. This is the 15-minute chart. Just kind of went out to reevaluate, and the MACD does not look good, nor does the RSI. So I don't know how far it's really going to get up there. So we had a nice green candle, and it came up and started to hesitate right at these SMAs right through here. I'm only at $175 loss right now, so I got back about $500 of that drop, and I was contemplating what to do next, not really sure if it was going to continue up. It still just kind of went to the bottom of the band, so we're still in this safety zone, and I think the likelihood is getting up here is it's not too bad, except that it petered out and then started to drop again. And I had briefly placed an order, a reversal order, and then I quickly changed it before it filled. It would have filled right there, and I would have gotten into a short at that point. But I just was not sure. I wasn't 100% sure that that it was going to be dropping some more. And if it did go up to the top of that channel, that would have been another big loss again. So I thought, well, I better hang on because I think it's going to get up there. All right. Here's the order that I briefly placed and then canceled. So went right back to the limit order. I also changed the color of that value area from yesterday, just so it wouldn't conflict so much with the other colors that I had on the screen. So that's now orange, or kind of a peachy color. All right, now we have broken through the bottom of the band again, just like we did the first few minutes of the day, and it actually made a new low. So now I'm sitting at a $712 loss, and it bounced right back up again. So it's like, okay, I think I'll be okay. I think that it's still bouncing off the bottom of that band and it's going to get up there. And then it did not. It made a new low. Now I'm sitting at a $787 loss again. Actually, $800 according to that one. And this is just not good. So I went back out to the 4-hour chart again, and man, oh man, oh man, it is not looking good. The MACD is really dropping, and we are sitting at a SMA, which could be a support level, but oof, I don't know. That's not a real strong one. Not sure about that. Okay, the 1-hour chart still tipping down, big red candle. All right, at this point, I did a reverse, and I thought, well, shoot, I think it's going to drop down to this point, in which case I can make back all of that loss that I just sustained. But now I only have a $460 buffer, so that is really, really close, and I don't have a lot of wiggle room to make mistakes here. So I'm hoping that it will drop, and of course, I got into a short and immediately started to go up again. So I got out. It's like, shoot, it's not going the right way. And of course, it's moving fairly fast right now. So now I'm down to like a $287 buffer, which is even closer. And it may even go all the way up to here or here before I can get into another short. But then it kind of petered out and started to drop. So I thought, well, I'll try it again. So I got into another short, hoping for big things. And it went up and dropped below my minimum. So I am done with that eval for the day. Shoot. And it could have been a beautiful thing if I just stuck with that first trade. And looking back and doing this this narrative that I do with the video, it was pretty clear that it was going to drop today. It really was. And I just kind of forgot that, or didn't give it enough weight. I think I got scared because of the 1-minute chart. And, it just started to hesitate going up right there. And I held it over the opening bell without any stops in place. I could have at least done that. And so that was really bad trading. And I'm so sad because now I got to start all over again and do a whole nother month. So anyway, that was that.